Yeah, I know it's still on the starting soon screen. But someone over on YouTube chat was asking, "Oh, is this like a certain filter?" I forgot what this is called. There's like some sort of third-party program that you can pop on and you install it, and it lets you like adjust like these crazy ass filters. I don't think it's called King's Quest as the person in chat was saying. I forgot what it was, but I basically made it look sort of like 16-bit. So what I did purposefully, like you can see, like even the birds, they or not birds, the dragons, you can see like the frame rate on those is like a little bit lower. Like I believe I capped that at 15 or 20 frames or something like that, just to kind of get that sort of retro feel to it. Even though retro games, those all ran like super fast because you didn't really have to care about, back then you didn't really care about frame rate. It was just always like super fast. So anyway, I haven't even poured my coffee yet. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Today's going to be kind of a long day for me as usual. And this might, depending on my workload, this actually might be the last stream that I do until early access. I might not stream at all until next Thursday after this, but oh my god, it's only a week left until early access begins. What's up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. I'm going to clean my bags because I got to do it again. I cleaned my bags before the patch, and then I got a lot of Transmog, and then I filled my bags up with a lot of garbage. And now I got to clean it up again. So you're going to watch some inventory gore. You're going to see a little bit of that. You're going to look at my guild bank, which also might be very gory, might be awful to look at, but we're going to share in the horror show together. Let me say hi to chat. There are some of you. What's up to Doki? If you're the first person to say hi, appreciate you as always. What's up to Blue and Puddle Jumper and to Darth, to Caldane, to the Greasemer, to Draco. What's up to Hawkboy and Boomer and Skip. Hello to Kattern and Phage and Teldris and Jerry. To Oriella. Did I get that right? To Oriella. Banging. What's up to me, myself, to Grumpy Welsh Dad, to Trilo, and to the rest of y'all. The beautiful digital smiling faces will be joining us at some point today. I very much appreciate you guys showing up. This is also another multi-stream test, making sure that everything is cool, and I think I did okay, except for the ad that's about to start. Yeah, so non-Twitch subscribers are being welcomed with an ad. Woohoo! Go them. Like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you also to Fenwig and to Blue for subscribing. Much appreciated. Yeah, I guess you could keep your raid spot. Blue. What's up, Ginch? How am I doing? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm kind of worn out. Like I've been burning myself out a little bit. I'm trying to like get as much stuff done as I can. There's like the cooking and fishing video that I wrote and it sucked, and I rewrote it and it still kind of sucks, but it's almost done. And it'll hopefully not suck. I'm gonna have a chat with Trueville and Manny at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. But then before that is going to be like this whole test of the I guess the opening event for War Within. That's going to happen at 1:30 on special beta servers that everyone's invited to join if you don't care about spoilers. I will not be streaming that though, and I may not even cover it unless I want to talk about something on Saturday's video for the weekly, if I even want to do that. Before that is lunch, and before that I'm here with you. So we're gonna hang for a little bit. Like I said, clean bags. Maybe take a look at cooking, because it's a lot. And I had a hard time trying to put together a way to illustrate just what cooking looks like. Yeah. Let's see. I have YouTube Premium, no ads for me. Oh, I'm talking about the Twitch folks. So I'm a very good YouTuber. Thank you. I should cover it. Think of the ad revenues. There's that, but then there's also just, really how much bandwidth do I have? Not a lot. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I can talk myself into it. Maybe I'll just record and I'll do like a super cut. Or I'll cut, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right. You talked me into it. You're pulling my leg. I suppose I'll do it. Let's see. Have I managed to get all the tabs in the war bank? No. I don't need all the tabs yet. I have 4. I was like, I got some gold on me. Let me blow a little bit. So I finally did a little bit of consolidating of my gold just to, as part of the prep for the expansion. So I have a little bit of money. Still not, by my standards, I usually have more. Yeah. And I need to figure out why the alert sound funny. They sound oddly cut off and poppy, and I don't like that. And I haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, you got 3 tabs and not too full up. To be honest, it's mainly pre-patch warbound equipped gear. Yeah, that's me too. It's all the stuff that I'm preparing for engineering, and some of the BOE gear that I haven't redistributed yet. That's pretty much it. So, the third is 100 grand. The fourth one is, I believe, 500. Yeah, fourth is 500. The fifth one is 2.5 million. What do you think the recent shorts are hitting at new Warbringer type videos? I mean, we had one last week. We have yet to see one yet. That was cool, though, for anyone who had seen it. I don't know if they had shown it elsewhere, but on Twitter they showed like a really, I'm sure it's on other social media platforms, but they showed like this really brief kind of cinematic with this really cool animated style to it. I thought it was neat. Some folks were saying, "Oh man, it looks like it's going to be a Netflix show," and blah blah blah. I mean, I doubt it. I'm sure it's going to just be like the animated short, but it looks like it could be like a damn TV show. It looked dope. Anyone know if the storm races from the Epic Edition give anything? I got the quest to do them at the moment. I'm not sure if it's worth it. You get Transmog. You get Transmog ensemble. You get 4 Transmog ensembles and a couple of pets. So just do the quests. You can take your time to do it. And ta-da, you get the stuff. I don't... I think it forces you into dragon riding, right? Like, you can't do it in steady flight, even if you tried switching to steady flight. I've never tried it before, but oh well. Is there any thing you can do with the extra essence things that have dropped from the invasions? No, just dump them. If you've made the heirloom for yourself already, then just get rid of it. You're fine. You don't need it anymore. Got the transmog and done the pets, but not done the races. If I recall correctly, the race does unlock one color variant of that set. Chat, help, in case I got that wrong. I believe that's the case, though. Do it, you get one set, but then there are other quests you could do for, like, more. And it's like, hey, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so what things can I get rid of or, like, try to sell or something like that? Okay, let me first go to bank. You love an arcane style Warcraft animated series on Netflix. I'd like to think that the Blizzard team can just do it themselves. Like, what do you need Riot for? Like, let Blizzard have their own style. I say. Okay, so I'll put stuff in. What can go in? Oh my god, that's way too much stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a mistake. Fuck. Okay, I think everything's fine there. But this is like some old stuff. Okay, let me. Oh, I can't sort through this easily. Too bad there's not like a big extract all warbound items. I mean, that's suicide, right? But I think that's actually, I think that's everything. Oh, let me take these essences out. These aren't gonna do anything, so I'll leave that stuff there for later. The rest of this stuff I would sell. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Whoo. What's up, Goose? Are we able to trade currency again, or is that still temporarily disabled? Let's. If you're talking about the sucky, it nope, still doesn't work. From what little I've seen in the underground, people were able to find an exploit and use and dupe Dragon Isle supplies. I don't know how, but that's what I heard. How many bolts do I have? 180,000. Probably more than that. Yeah, probably more than that because I have a lot of because I'm sitting on a lot of ceravite too. Let's see how much ceravite am I sitting on. I have. Okay. I gotta look at the ranks, which is stupid. Okay, so where's my okay? So that's rank 2. That's rank. Okay, so I have some rank 1. 627 of that. Looks like it's hard to tell because this add-on is not counting correctly. Something like 80,000 rank 2s and a handful of rank 3s. Okay, not a handful. 6,000. No, probably not 6,000. Oh, I hate the way it's counting stuff. I have this many. Okay? I have this much stuff. So there's bolts, there's some ceravite there. There's some more ceravite there. There's some awakened earth. And some more bolts. I don't know why they're there, but... Why so many bolts? I'm going to use them for... I'm either going to flip them and sell them for gold, or I'm going to process them via engineering when War Within begins, and I'm going to get stuff out of it. Ideally, I'm going to unlock all the recipes really, really fast, and then be able to fulfill all sorts of personal crafting orders. So they'll be like, yep, give me your stuff, and I will make what you need. But there's probably going to be a lot of folks that will have similar access to that. And then I'll be using the extra bolts to see if I can, like, pilfer any fun treasures and good shit out of it. Is it worth farming ore? Short answer, no. Nah. It's not necessary. It helps. If anything, I would say if you have the time, do your farming in the auction house. So it's like 1 gold for ore. So think of it like this. If you have... God, what was the number that I put out? 100... Oh, no, not 100. If you have 12,500 ceravite bolts, you are positioned to have, like, kind of a head start. Not a head start, but like an easy start to engineering in War Within. That's in current beta, current numbers, and all that stuff. If you have 12,500, then you'll be in a pretty good spot. Did I say 15K? Something like that. Something in the low 5 digits. Not crazy. Like, I have 180,000. That's way too much. But we'll see how it goes. So, cleaning stuff. Yes, I am cleaning things. So, what can go? Yeah, what should I just get rid of? And also, let me turn on... Oh gosh, I think it's Leatrix that does my do not delete thing, and let me see if sorted works. Oh, let me see if sorted's updated. How about that? Okay, so a lot of stuff. I don't see sorted though. Oh no. Oh no, that's beta. Okay, so here. Okay. Some stuff from sorted is, but not everything. Oh well, let's just hope for the best. Can I buy 20k off you? Nope. This is mine. All mine. And then yeah, hey, what's up? I have zero bolts, they fell out of my head. Ah! Your guild is having a guild meeting in a couple days to go over expectations and strategies for the new expansion. Do you do something similar in your guild? No, not really. But what I did do, I created a form. I created a cute little form. Let me show you. If I can find it. How much for 40k? 700,000 gold. So I made like a cute little I made like a cute little form where I asked people, you know, what class are they likely to play during season one, you know, class and role, and then also what specs are they going to first work on their profession thing, and if they're going to be gathering. That's it. So I did it in a very indirect and passive way. I did it via form. And so that'll communicate to me like enough. What sucks though is that using Google Sheets for something like this actually sucks. It actually sucks because I have, you know, even though that form looked cool and like kind of clean, when it comes to the actual data, like here's the data, it looks like this garbage here. And I need to kind of like Rosetta Stone this shit and then understand how that works. So, oh well, that's the limitation of the coolness of the form. Oh well, yeah. I'm harvesting personal data. Hey, I made a point to not ask for emails and stuff like that. Do you think focusing exclusively on gathering for the first week will put you too far behind the crafting scene to be competitive? No, not at all. When it comes to crafting, Captain, you're only able to develop your profession so far during early access. Oh, okay. Let me backtrack a little bit more. We still don't have like a super concrete bullet point list of things that are and are not available during early access. I'm making assumptions that professions are, but developing our profession specializations is not available during early access. So we'll be able to zip around and get treasures and maybe find stuff. Like, think of early access and the first day of the expansion as one really long day. A really, really long day. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I think I got that right. So you're only able to get so far. Where is said farm? It should be a sticky in the guild channel. You should color coordinate different things, easier to see. What sucks is like that form. It keeps kind of resetting every time someone fills out more responses, so it just gets all jacked out. So I'm gonna wait until the expansion launches, and then I'm gonna take a look at that, and of course look at the roster, and then I'll talk and panic about stuff. The main things that I wanted to look for were like who's gonna be doing like what profession. So let me try to show you guys what's happening here. So, for example, see this enchanting column? And you see how it's blank? That means no one so far has said, at least in the forum. I think they said something in chat at one point. But at least according to this, to illustrate it to you folks, no one signed up to be an enchanter. I'm like, uh-oh. Meanwhile, we have a lot of people that are like, yep, we're going to gather. This is what happens when I say gathering wins so much. Eventually, some people start listening. We also have very few priests that will be participating so far. That's kind of typical. We may be low on monks as well. Paladins were great. Looks like we may have evokers, and of course, plenty of pure deeps. But yeah, locking on priests. No enchanters. Good times. Conditional formatting would blow your mind. Got a feeling new responses. It wouldn't mess it up. Oh, that's that you might be right, but I have changed the form too, and that definitely messes it up. So I've been replaying your to dub profession videos when I go to sleep. That's great. That's fantastic. Nothing like oh yeah, I listen to I watch your videos when I want to go to bed. I'll take it. I'll take it. And it's not the first time that I've heard that. I get that a lot. Thinking I'm doing one for the guild now. It helps because it helps to quickly collate some of that information together. It may not be as organized as we would like, but oh well. Who doesn't love a good spreadsheet? Oh, speaking of spreadsheets, you want to see some gore? Like, you want to see how to make a feast? You want to see how to make one feast? This is I'm gonna make this look better. I really don't like the colors. I chose some really shit colors for this, but yeah, I need lots of microbloom. I need lots of meat. I need some fish, and I need to make all sorts of stuff. Many, many, many casts that'll eventually make me one hearty feast. Yeah, I don't like these colors at all. I put a lot of. It took a while to get all these colors together, actually, but yeah, I don't like these. It kind of sucks. Actually, I did another version of it, which looks even worse. It looks like this. You could say it's slightly more organized, but it's not. This is just as gibberish as everything else. It's like, what shape is this? It looks like a texture from a Nintendo game that I zoomed in really closely on. Like like red background, and then here is whatever this is. Like, is it Luigi running to stage left and he like lost an arm or something? I don't know. Anyway, spreadsheets, love them. I tried cooking shot in the beta because for some reason there's no level 80 water on the testing surface now. There's no kidding, and now I'm trying to figure out how to get water. Well, because there's two waters. That's the wild thing. Yeah, that vendor's a mess. Try milder colors. Yeah, like when I do the video, I might just scrub I might just scrub the colors altogether because it's only gonna be like a 10-second pan of like, oh, let me show you, like, it's this and this and this. Oh my god, this is crazy, and then I'll cut back to the B-roll. So I might just remove that. But I'm kind of a visual person. And I wanted to, people were telling me, oh my God, I need 1,600 fish and this and that to like make a feast. And I was like, okay, I get that. That's a lot of stuff. That is crazy. But let me like kind of visualize this flow. And this is the flow. Because you need to like do all these different casts of, okay, you need to create this much chopped microbloom and this much roasted microbloom out of that. And you're repeating a lot of these same actions over and over again, and you're just jumping all over the place. And if you're not using an add-on, and if you're just getting started, it's gonna feel so confusing. People are gonna feel so lost, and you'll eventually get used to it if you are like an industrial level cook person. But if you are an industrial level cook person or a chef, maybe that's a better term, then you'll probably use an add-on to do it instead anyway. But I just wanted to kind of like I wanted to illustrate for myself just how crazy this shit is, and this shit's crazy. Shit's nuts, man. Ooh-wee. I couldn't even manage to make like the feast that I wanted to in the beta because because there are items that aren't available. So I'm like, oh, I can only get so far anyway. Soul claims to be a visual person. Ha ha, funny. I bought the Epic Edition for War Within. I'm really looking forward to playing War Within with my friends. Oh, That's sweet. I hope there's an alchemical pocket thing in World Within. There isn't. There is not. So here's what happens, Blue. Here's what you do. Or here's what I do. Sorry, I keep going back to this gore here. You know, I'm just gonna... Boop. Oh, crazy. What I'm gonna do as GM is tell the guild, just give me all the food. Give me all the ingredients, and I will figure this out. I will make these feasts. Because what I can do is I make a feast, and then I smash them together, and then it creates a feast that persists for 1 hour. You know, even if you die and stuff. So you better fucking show up. And then you eat. Everyone eats. Cool, go time. What anyone can do is they'll be able to take like some of this food here, and they'll be able to combine a bunch of it so that they can create their own special food that persists for an hour. So there's no flavor pocket, but you are going to end up making your own food if you want to do that. So yeah, there's a thing that allows food to persist. It's just part of the cooking skill. So it's something that you learn easily. But you put all that stuff together, and you just take, you take your food, you combine, I think, 5 of them, and now you have a food that persists through death. Oh. I'm wearing my flavor pocket ring through War Within. I don't give a fuck about item level bliss. There you go. There's also the buff pause out of combat thing. I wonder if that'll affect food. Yeah, that'll help. It'll definitely help when I'm like, hey, is everyone here yet? I gotta go AFK for a bit. Pausing pylon. And then we'll see how much that ends up costing me in the long run. I guess that would be better than dropping another feast. So I farmed so many of those pockets. Yeah, that time is over, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no selection in the new crafting for attaching a flavor pocket. So lame, I know. Do you think the people who dupe to make gold will be banned? Oh, well, that's usually a go-to. Hopefully everyone who does duping and other illicit stuff will eventually get suspended or banned or whatnot. Soup will still be there. Good point. Oh well. Yeah, that'd be funny. I'd be like, all right, guys, it's prog night. We're gonna wipe a lot. Put on your old gear. And people put on, like, probably a cape. They'll put on their flavor pocket cape and get ready to wipe. I don't want to do that. Does this mean the engineering pillar that freezes buffs will be sought after and worth it? I think that depends entirely on your raid team. How does your raid team behave? Do they take breaks fairly regularly? If you're progressing, do you take kind of long pauses to talk, to retalk the strats and stuff like that? Because that'll help to extend the length of those by, I guess, if you pause enough that you can save yourself one whole feast, I'm pretty sure that's worth it. I'm pretty sure that's way worth it, as opposed to using another whole feast. So I'd say use it often, if possible. Like, it has if I recall, it has a 30 to. It's either a 40-yard range or a 60-yard range. I think it's leaning on 60. It's a pretty big range. Which professions will be able to make profession tools? Will they be the ones to do first? Same as before, so that hasn't changed. So the ones that hello, the ones you're familiar with, same thing. If they made it in War Within, if they made it in Dragonflight, they can make it in the War Within. Sell it. Let's see. That is. Oh yeah, I use that for casting. I use that for healing. That was funny. That can go. These can go. I did say I was going to clean out the bank. And I'll eventually get to... Ooh, I can unlock another appearance. Fuck yeah. And then these are soulbound now, so don't need these. That is... Are these really going to sell? Big doubt. But let's see if these go. 25, yeah, it's modest, but we'll see if that actually goes. This is... Nope. What are these? This is... Nope. And nope. Is there anything interesting about fishing in War Within? Not super interesting, I gotta say. Or at least, I hope not, because if I might have totally missed it. But I didn't see anything like... There is a new fishing derby that's going to happen, and you get a mount from that, so that's cool. But as for other stuff, like the flow is going to be the same. There is like a special kind of fishing lure that you can get. If you happen to have alts that will also fish, to me that's like a very unusual thing to do. But I guess I'm sure some people do it. But there's a way to kind of share share your fishing progression. You know. Is there a place where I can AFK fish when bored for gold? Yeah, like you could just fish in open water and hope for the best. But your best bet is still going to be seeking out pools so you can get like good stuff. But I'd say like if you're just leveling and you don't want to stress over it, you just want to kind of like zone out and level, go for it. I'm probably going to focus more on when I do my leveling. I'm going to fish in pools so I can get useful fish that I can turn into cooking materials. But I have a feeling I almost in this guide that I'm writing, I'm almost saying like, oh, you know what? I feel kind of bad by dissing on the skinning specialization that focused on meat, because you're gonna need a shitload of meat. Yes, there's going to be a new fishing tournament. I don't know the details on it, except that it happens on Saturdays. That's about it. Okay, so I need aspects. Do I have enough shit for aspects, actually? I don't know. Actually, let me... How close am I? I'll have enough. Yes. So let me get that. And then I use this. And then I buy an aspect thingy. And then I use that. And now I can upgrade a transmog thing. Yay! Yeah, the gear upgrade, it's no longer important. But being able to get a new appearance, oh yeah. So what I get? It failed me. Okay. Okay, so this color. Yeah, I'm still missing like one more color though, which is like a big shame. Yeah, this right here. So I have these three, and then I need, I guess, a raid finder version. I'm not quite sure which one, but we're getting there. Someday I'll return and I'll get the rest of this shit. I love fishing. It gives my fingers a chance to rest. Yeah, fishing is when you want to start, is when you want to watch YouTube and watch anime or whatever. Better fishing does work. It does work as an add-on. It's tremendously helpful. And I have a vault thing? I didn't know. Let me choose healing. Actually, I'll choose red. Yeah, I'll choose red. Maybe I'll get like a two-hander for the fuck of it. Maybe not. What's worth the most? 44, 39, 78. We got a winner. Actually, can't I trade these things for gold too? I never used these before. Chest of gold contains 1,000. Oh, dude, gold, baby. Oh, how nice. We have a warning down there. You see that? Unable to earn new rewards after this week. Any unclaimed rewards will be lost after the launch of the war within. Watch out, dude. I have too many of you. I have too many. I have a bunch of these already. Oh shit. Okay. How many can I buy? Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn, I'm rich. Okay. I'm rich, he says. Hey, you know what? Take it. Can't get mad over gold. Gold. Oh, man. That felt like a hack. Just kidding, Blues. Don't listen to that. I always wonder why the raid row is linear 246, but the dungeon and delve row aren't in the vaults. It's a good question. I don't know. I'm sure there's a good explanation for it that they've thought of. I don't know what it is though. Okay, so I no longer need that. That's the higher item level too. Oh, that's my shit. I'm on my speed set right now. Okay, what else can I get rid of? That and okay, is this actually gonna wait? Time still shield wall. Where did I get this at? Oh well, no complaints. You flew into the PvP building to upgrade your gear, but the NPC you bought the crest from, there's no. Oh yeah, you know it. Habit. You're right, Brandon. You're right. I forgot. 15 grand? No way is it gonna sell for that much, man. But then as for this speed trinket, that might sell. And then these can go. Wait, can I sell these? No, they don't sell. Yeah, if these are used in the expansion proper, that's a big whoops on my part, but oh well. Those I'll sell later. This I can get rid of. These I can try to get rid of. Yeah, some of these things like you'd be surprised like how that some of these things still sell. And then a bunch of these. Oh, I can sell some of these. Good. Yeah, like those can go. Oh, I could get a bullion thing. Okay, let me see what I can get. I don't think there's anything left for me to get, actually. So that can go. I really should be passing on these. I think that's why I get them, because everyone in guild is like, I'm not gonna greed on this. I don't get anything out of it, and they're right. Oh, that's a thing. Pets, an unusual thing. That can go too. Don't need dream search stuff. Okay. So, oh, or that. Boop-a-doo. And what's this? Oh, I got a transmog sword. Yeah, free stuff. I didn't buy all the stuff that I wanted to get from the Radiant Echoes vendor person. Not yet. Is that better than what I have? No, it's not better. Although actually, it's technically better because it's champion stuff. Okay. I'm definitely going to replace this before I really put some serious use into it, but I might do like other transmog runs and want ret. So, okay, let me go here now. Here's me demonstrating learning. All right. And this will bring me what? This will make it a 515. Okay, yeah. So that's worth it. Yay. All right. Great Axe, thank you for your service. Appreciate it. And goodbye. So I'm getting there. Oh, God, there's so much of that still. What else can I try to dump here? Those can go. Don't need that. A Brawler's Pass? How did, where, where did this come from? It says 6,000 gold. Okay, fine. Let's see if that goes. Madness, dude. Okay, so I don't need that. I can use that. I can use this. Tools can stay. These I need to... Ugh. How do I have 1,000? I don't remember having... Okay, no. I have many thousands. What am I talking about? I have a ton of this stuff. So this I'll actually hold on to for a bit. Please work. Can I just obfuscate this for now? Can I just... Now that's typical soul. I'll just like hide things. All right, it's good enough for now, I think. What is the World of Warcraft Exploring Azeroth the complete collection? I have the Chronicles, but how's it different? So Exploring Azeroth is a different series of books. It kind of tells a third-person narrative about the different zones and comes from different perspectives. So it's a different series altogether. It's not Chronicles. I installed the Easy Delete add-on to help clean up my bags and bank. How does that work? Or is it kind of like what I was doing there, where I just don't have to hit the delete button for stuff? Because that's nice. That's always cool. All right. Do I want to do more transmoggy stuff? Yes. But where? Where will I go this time? I already failed at... Oh, no. I haven't gone to Heroic Eternal Palace. There's still a chance this week. All right. Off I go to... Eternal Palace again. Let's go. So what kind of last minute stuff are you guys doing in prep for either next week or next launch? You know, either for early access or general launch. How about that? Are some of you guys just like done getting ready, or you're coasting, chilling, hanging out, doing your thing? 10 more bullion, I'll be able to buy the rest of the weapons. Ooh, that was some work, Mage. That was a lot. Haven't done the Radiant Echoes yet. It's pretty lucrative, Blue. If you want to like kit out some alts. And hey, dude, there's like the sets are purple. I figured that you'd want to go for that, right? Picking who to level first. Many remix characters. Hey, I feel bad. I haven't touched the remix in like about 2 months now. It's been a while. I just came back to a few days ago since mid Shadowlands, so doing the Dragonflight story. It's a long story. There's a lot going on. I'd say I'd say out of the stories, my favorite one, Blue Dragonflight. It's not a very long quest line, but it felt very fulfilling. I thought it was cool. The heritage stuff too. Oh, that was dope. Yeah, most of the heritage quests were bangers. Okay, rate difficulty heroic. Let's go. Custom about looking into gold making professions. A lot of people are going to have a lot of takes. Most of what I wanted to talk about was mostly to help kind of like, I mostly wanted to lift people up and get people to raise their awareness and to raise their aptitude towards learning how the professions worked, and so that way they can start making their decisions. But as for what I as for everything else, it's like a lot of predictions. I predict that Gathering is going to win, but I think there's a lot of other folks on the scene that agree that Gathering is going to both win and have a bit longer of a tail than in Dragonflight. As for how long that's going to be, I don't know. I don't know. Leveling also, I was talking about all the heritage drama. Dude, I should do that with mechanomes. I still haven't done that yet. I still haven't unlocked the mechanome as an allied race, and I wanted to do like a silly thing where I have like my main character like in the middle, and then just a bunch of mechanomes on the side, and they're all called Bob. Although chances are pretty good my first alts are gonna be all paladins, because I'll just have the easiest time leveling with them. But I'm trying to talk myself out of it, to be honest, because it's like, ah, oh, that's so boring, Soul. Even for me. So what other alts should I just try out? But then again, I'm trying to do this for speed too, and even though and I would still find playing a low level, a low geared paladin tank to be easier than anything else, because it's no risk. You know what I mean? Put me in a paladin, and I'm like, it's like God mode. Dun dun dun. Find a lot of things are changing. For example, the enchanting metal crystals have like 3 rarities now. It's pretty wild. Professions are better. Dragonfly system created a great foundation, but it's very flawed and easy to get lost and even easier to fall behind. And I feel like they've really learned from that and made it much more accessible across the board ML. Oh, there's something that I didn't check yet. Let me see if I can pull this off here in combat. Okay. So this specialization. Okay, specialization. Let's try function over form. I'm going to do a search. Oops, spelled it wrong. Okay, so that didn't work. I'm going to try this with War Within Professions. So while this fight goes on, sorry, main, I got work to do. Yeah, let me look at the beta and see. Oh, I should not be in this gear. Okay, I'll let him die. Whatever. No big deal. $52 mage alts. That's a lot. That's a lot of mages. Perfect for quickly getting around to old content. You don't need to get around though. You could just park a mage at like every location and just log in, switch from one thing to the next, and you're good. I mean, that's an option too, right? That was like some of the tips that I was giving when it came to like the big transmog farm. It's like, hey, you can just, if you really want to hard farm for something, just park your alts, all of them outside of like Ice Crown Citadel, and just switch from alt to alt. Just keep going until you drop, and then you'll farm just farm everything from there. It'd be kind of nuts. Dude's like, that's not very fetch. Okay, so let me check this out. So this is tailoring, and one of the tailoring specs is going to be called making a statement or threads of devotion. Let me type that in here. Okay, yeah, that didn't work either. Bummer. Because, so maybe this didn't make it in for launch, but if oh, I don't think I need this here. So here in enchanting, notice here. I'll try to make this bigger. Notice here it says Aerithor alterations, accentuated accessories. Like there's this yellow text here, and depending on the recipe, you'll find it. You'll find these. So if I type in Nerubian novelties, this is a specialization, and I can't click on it because boo. But it's one of the specializations, and I can type in, the spec, and it's going to show me all the recipes related to this specialization. So for enchanting at least, and unfortunately it's the only one that really shows this, it's even easier to make sure that you're navigating towards the right specializations, make sure that you're on the right path. I guess arguably you could say the other specializations are more straightforward anyway, so maybe it doesn't need something like this, but I'd love to have consistency too. I want to see this sort of feature shared across all the professions, because right now it's not. It is not. It's only here in this, apparently. So let me look again here at engineering. Like you don't see the yellow text that shows the specializations. So let me try different things. So devices. So it came up as the subject, devices, but let me look up this here, engineered equipment. Yeah, so now it doesn't show up. Boo. I'm gonna go back to enchanting again. Yeah, so the filter doesn't quite show anything there. That's not a big deal. Just the fact that you have this here and not elsewhere sucks. Now, let me look at this real quick. So this beta is 56110. So it's the same version. So with this latest patch out, we're matching the current beta build, and you're not seeing like this information. So as far as it looks, this is not this whole thing only exists here. So let me tweet this out, because I want to call them out on this stuff. Because that ain't cool, man. Do do do. Didn't look at every single profession, but it seems only enchanting has the feature of searching by specialization to identify affected recipes. This makes it much, all caps, much easier to make sure you spec the right way. Sucks that this isn't part of every profession as of this build, period. Ta-da. Now, is this something that's hot fixable? I don't know. Boop. For your leveling plans, did you consider doing delves to power up your brand for future alts? I'm considering powering up brand to just do delves. Know what I mean? Yeah, to just do them. Because if I'm leveling my alts, and I just, I guess the thing to do would not be to bring. I'm not gonna bring my max level character into delves to power up Bran. I'm gonna use my other characters in lower level dungeons, or I'm gonna use my other characters to power up Bran because that feels like a waste of XP. Do you know if Bran's power will reset at season 1 start? No. Actually, you might be able to answer this more because I've done very, very little research. How high can you get Bran's level before the season begins? Jewel crafting recipes and specializations are so unclear as to which spec boosts them. Depends on your sanity, I suppose. Well, I guess it's going to be gradual leveling. I mean, I did do a guide on jewel crafting, and it felt pretty straightforward on what to do. Do I have a jewel crafter handy? Oh, he's dead. Any jewel crafting? So I can give you like a quick crash course on and help you learn this gooder. This one will do. Okay, so I need good gear. Oh shit, I'm missing something. Oh crap. My neck. Did I really sell the neck? Shit. Well, that's embarrassing. And I manually sold that too. I hope I can buy it back. Is it this one? Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Woo. You're able to do T rates in your current Pally's 525 item level? Didn't they scale you though? Or did they not scale you in the leveling servers? I know they definitely scale you on the max level servers. But I'm not sure about the other ones. It wasn't scaled. Okay. Yeah, some of them aren't so bad. If all professions had that enchanting style, hint as to where to spend knowledge points to boost a specific recipe would be very helpful. So, what I think I tried to illustrate to folks is like when it comes to like, let's say you want to do gems, like that's really straightforward. It's like, oh, I want, just identify the kind of gem that you want to make, and then match that. Let me see, deadly. Actually, this is funny because I can just type in emerald, and it will pull up all the emeralds because they're all called emerald. Ha ha ha! That's clever. Yeah, I guess when it came to these gem cuts, like that was easy enough. Like really, it's just go down the line. Yeah, because I think Dragonflight's was a bit more simplified. This one is a bit more spread out and everything. But at least kind of tells you pretty obviously, okay, where do you go for this? Amulets are straightforward. Go to amulets. Go to rings. Straightforward. Go to the profession tools. Go down this line. I believe with jewel crafting, you don't need to I guess one of the big problems with Dragonflight was that you needed to cross multiple branches in order to max out a certain specialization. It still exists here in War Within, but there's like only a handful that still do that. Jewel crafting is not one of them, I think. Yeah, jewel crafting is not one of them. Where if you just want to do gems, you just live here. You don't go anywhere else. If you just want to do jewelry, you just stay here. You don't go anywhere else. There are ways to. Are there things here to improve your secondaries? I don't think there are. Yeah, so here it's very straightforward. For example, the recipe that adds a ring and a neck slot, which spec tree should I spend points? I don't think you do. Where is this thing? I forgot what it's called. It's not called a neck thing. I know that. And I don't think I just have the recipe either. I think that's something that you buy or find somewhere. It is definitely called the neck thing. Okay, got it. Yeah, where is it? They removed it. I'm just kidding. They didn't remove it. This one. Yeah, so notice all you have is resourcefulness and multi-craft. There's nothing linked to this. You just put on a multi-craft tool, cross your fingers. Now, I guess the confusion would be, hey, Blizz, is there a specialization that increases my resourcefulness and multi-craft for, like, these certain things? But I'm going to say no, because I don't see anything that gives just resourcefulness or whatever. Not in jewel crafting, at least. Yeah. So that's Can I power this up? No? Ugh, I don't have enough points. I almost have enough points. Oh, that has a cooldown. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, that goes. That'll take a minute. Meanwhile, let's do this real quick. Trying to multitask here. Trying to get all this work done. I wonder how delves are going to do in the end. It's hard to predict player behavior. It's easy to be cynical for sure, but I wonder how delves are really going to work out. You know, to me, like even from early impressions, I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool until I don't need them anymore. One thing that I think is understated, and I myself haven't done a lot of research on delves, so I'm not sure myself. There are certain materials that you get from there that are needed for professions that I think you only find from delves. Like rare items that you find in there. And it depends on the kind of delve you do. So people who are profession minded might be interested in going in there. But people who just do delves, they might have a pretty cool source of income. So that might be, that might not be so bad. And I can't do anything else. I got a spec for something. Not that. Anything here? Actually, are there recipes? Training recipes? Nope. Prism. Setting. Oh, okay. Any of the gems. That'll do it. Genius. Yeah, I mostly want to just look and see if there is if one of those little specializations give me something. $60 something? No, 75. Okay. Yay! So I just wanted to look and see if this applies. So that's not going to show. What kind of recipe is this again? Okay, so I'm looking for resourcefulness gains. And the expectation is I should not. Nope. Yeah. So yeah, there's usually when you only see like a couple of these, you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. Yay. But you are right. I would love to be able to just search for these things and be able to identify them more easily. Kind of a bummer. Alright, so that's done for now. Back to work. This work, that is. Alright, any other cool news going? Nope. This is not the beta. I am on Live Realms looking for Transmog stuff. You just got your PTO approved? Oh, it's so late. Is that how it works over at your job? Because that's a bummer if they don't approve until like that late. Shadowstorm, thank you for the kind words and for the Prime. Appreciate it. Not from Wildhead, but there's going to be a Gamescom spot next Thursday, and I guess they enabled mods on GeForce Now. Oh, you're talking about people who are playing WoW on the Now platform? Oh, interesting. Yeah, is that like... I'm no add-on creator, but do add-on creators need to develop for that platform too? If that's the case? Or is it enough that it sits on Lua and then the game handles the rest? There's only select popular mods. Is Transmog Roulette one of them? Yeah. You put in like 2 days ago, which is the events about taking off. They're pretty good about PTO requests. Nice. Alright, let's kill the Healy guys. Should we upgrade Dragonflight Profession tools at this point? If you can do it for practically free, sure. But if not, nah. The green tools that you get from the green tools in War Within, smoke them. Smoke them. Like, you enchant that blue tool from Dragonflight, you're like, yeah, look at this, and then the War Within green, it's like, yeah, get shit on, and yeah. So for the most part, no. If you already have a good tool, yeah, you're gonna use it for a minute. But if you're profession minded, you're gonna replace it like pretty quick, and hopefully I'll make a lot of money off of you doing it. Yeah, I wonder how dedicated my server is going to be when it comes to like the market and stuff. Because I was able to get a one up on people in certain areas of professions. It wasn't bad. As the people will bank on tools right off the bat. I think not every tool is going to be treated the same, though. I think gathering tools are going to be the ones that get most of the attention, because the secondary stats for gathering tools, they matter a lot more than the secondary stats for crafting, at least early on. No one's going to be able to do like a lot of mass anything with the few materials that are out. It's just going to depend on that market, on the gathering market. And if nothing else, I definitely want to support the gathering market and have them bring in as much material as possible so we have a lot more stuff to sell and then make. It might be a bit surprising. I still have a prediction that materials are going to be really scarce for a little while, or reasonably scarce for a while. Because one thing that we have in War Within that we didn't have in Dragonflight was these NPC crafting orders. It means everyone is going to be able to participate a little bit, which means all those materials that are in the market, they're going to get sucked up for completing quests like every couple of days. Right now there are profession quests, but those are really simple. They're very simple. They only use cheap stuff, but these crafting orders, they can use all sorts of shit, all sorts of recipes. So we're gonna find base level resources to be consumed at a higher rate just for that. And there are certain professions that can consume low level materials for other purposes, basically kind of recycle stuff, repurpose them for other things. So yeah, it's gonna be weird. What do you think about market servers forming for BOEs? Like how you can craft stuff for the Warbank and send it to a popular server to sell. That's the game. Everyone can participate. Sure. You know? I mean, same difference. People can hop onto other servers to buy stuff for cheap, too. It just depends on the will. Why do I keep going this way? Why do I keep going the wrong way every time, Soul? Every freaking time. What about the new bags that give some kind of effect? Not every bag is made the same. Some of the bags are kind of like, nah. The engineering one is pretty good, if I recall, because it gives you more scrap, and that I believe will pay off in the longer run for a person who mains engineering. Like I would say, like those bags, they're definitely for the more active character, not just active crafter, but if that character is out and about in the world doing stuff, they're going to get a better benefit out of those bags. Like engineers are definitely, well, engineer as a whole is a very active profession, as in you're going to be you play that character. You don't really have a bunch of engineering alts doing engineering cooldowns, so that's not really a thing. On one of the servers I'm on, the player puts up blacksmith orders for 500 and mats included. Just to be nice, I always send them a thank you. Aww. Oh, you mean they offer to make stuff for only 500 gold? Damn. Having characters specialized in patron work orders may be beneficial. You could treat patron orders as the old adventure board gold making back to the thing. Exactly. So, well, exactly and not. If there's going to be a build for patron crafting orders, it's simple. It's unlock as many recipes as you can, have decent tools and spec for resourcefulness. So that way, for repeat orders, you might already have the materials available, and you're just going to keep playing until you have a reasonable access of materials, and you hopefully, ideally, won't have to provide materials. One thing that I do notice on the beta that I think we just don't have enough information on is what is it going to be like day one of patron crafting orders, because we're not quite sure. We've always seen, or at least I have always seen, my characters in like a catch-up mode. There's always more work orders to do. There's always like a ton of them, and I tried once, but I never managed to get to a point where I'd only have like a handful, where I was basically caught up on the beta. And I'm wondering what that state is. Like, how many orders will we get? 3? 2? I don't know. And also, are we going to always need to provide materials? Because it's been a long time since I've seen crafting or patron crafting orders that provided all materials. And I was like, all right, sweet, easy. I didn't really see any of those. Not after like the first couple of weeks of seeing them. Seems like each profession, one of the specs are more popular than patron orders, like misses for inscription and so on and so forth. I think that you just need a spec wide. I don't think there's any particular specialization that is used more often. And we're at kind of risk of what is it? Observational bias or something like that. We're at risk of that. But from observation, I've at least looked at a lot of the professions over the past couple months when I'm doing these guides, and every time I look at them, it just seems random. And the only reasonably good advice that I can give is spec wide. Just learn as many recipes as you can, and that might be a viable strategy for you. But that's more like something like if you're mostly like a solo player. Okay, can I bring him in? Okay, cool. Oh, random public order. Blacksmith has a ton of KP points to finish out the trees. Okay. Until I see the post that says otherwise, I'm going to assume that we can't, as they don't want early access to feel like an advantage. Oh, you're talking about the KP stuff? As far as I know, you can... As far as I'm concerned, I guess, we shouldn't see patron crafting orders until Tuesday. I'm sorry, Monday. Until general launch. We shouldn't see that. And we're not going to see any like sort of weekly stuff happen. Like I said, I'm counting on kind of combining early access and day one of the expansion to count as just one really long day. Not even a day, because the stuff isn't really going to happen until Tuesday, actually. So let me take that back. Yeah, early access and day one of the expansion won't really count for much. The expansion really starts Tuesday. You can almost think of it like that. By the way, do we just have storyline available during release? Guessing maybe no dungeons either on early release. I think they said normal dungeons are available, but not heroics. Which makes sense to me, because it's like there's one dungeon that you must do during leveling, and that happens early on. So to say no dungeons is like, hey, that ain't right. And then, so by, oh shit, don't reset me. Don't reset me. So by normal dungeons, you'll be able to do follower dungeons. You can just solo them. That's probably my plan. Just so I can, like, go wall to wall. That's going to be my thing. For the most part, that kind of works, but I think you do risk breaking some stuff if you pull, like, a bit too far. Then you're going to see NPCs running around a little bit stupid. And that's kind of your fault. Works fine in Final Fantasy XIV, where it's the dungeon architecture is much more simple. Not so much for WoW though. Let's go. Work calls. Ew, anything but that. Early access will be leveling characters, doing all the quests. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. It's gonna be that side quests for rep because I'm going to presume that one-time rep things like side quests that's going to be allowed because it's just a one-time thing. Everyone's gonna get caught up on that eventually. So things that everyone's gonna be able to get access to, that's fair game. Profession treasures, that should be fine. And I'm talking about the one-time profession treasures, the ones that give like 2 or 3 points each. Those should be fine. But the ones that you randomly get from mob kills and stuff, those should not be available. Is it confirmed if World Quest to be available? No, it is not. I'm counting on them being available though. Just that they won't give any reputation. Because if they don't give rep, I'm sorry, if they don't activate world quests, I'm going to have less fun leveling. In fact, well, actually, I won't be leveling. I'm just going to be doing, I have a certain plan that kind of takes into account that possibility of there being no world quests, because I'm just going to focus on mostly side quest content and all that. Do you know if there are one-time profession trainers like in Dragonflight? I remember. To get more? No, I haven't seen that. But it's also more. Also, the profession treasures are consistent. You find 2 in each zone. You get 3 points each. There's 8 in total, 24. So you get 24 knowledge points from that initial thing. Weekly quests and world events. These are expected to unlock. Yeah. So I don't expect like the activities to be available until the day after. So the Tuesday reset. Tuesday, Wednesday reset. It's open now, right? Oh, I clicked it, right? Did I not click the first one? I didn't. You suck. Every time. Every time. Yeah, the hidden NPC, that's not there anymore. I kind of found that, to be honest, I kind of found that weird. It's like you just talk to a person, you get points, and like that's it. They were basically a treasure that talks to you. Oh. Never take off on Tuesdays for a while. Yeah, take them off Monday for the launch. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I know what you're talking about. Choosing to take time off for any game launch, not just WoW, any game launch. Don't count on anything. There's a risk. You are taking that risk. And so you are taking the choice. I made mine. I will be here streaming, whether I am happily playing or if I'm looking at a load screen with the rest of y'all. I will be here. Because that's the job. That's work, man. When does early access start? It starts a week from today, 3 p.m. Pacific time. So, 5 hours from now. Yeah. That's why I took 5 days off. Bam! There you go. I think I can do this in one go. Actually, no, I'll just blow them up now. I confess I tried out one dungeon the other day when I was trying to test for certain things. The test failed. I was doing a dungeon called Dawnbreaker, and it was kind of cool. But I did it as a follower, and of course as a paladin, as a lightsmith. It was kind of nuts seeing all the green numbers flying all over the place because I was doing like this some ridiculous healing on my team. It was only a follower dungeon, right? So I shouldn't expect much, but it was still cool. It's a little disorienting too, but that's as far as I'm gonna. That's as much as I'll speak to it. But it's not surprising that there's going to be a lot of folks who will show up for early access and general launch. You know, right day one. And this will be interesting. You know, if there are problems during early access, hopefully they get ironed out, and it makes general release like super smooth. And if it turns out that the takeaway from a lot of gamers is, oh, just don't show up for early access. Let those busters, you know, bash their heads against their keyboard in frustration while we have a really smooth launch. If it works out like that, that's cool, kind of. At least general release is good, and I'll be cool with that. Because you know what? I'm still gonna sit my ass here. And I'm still gonna get that ad revenue. Bam. But general release will be crazy, man. You got the drops, we've got the supporter streamer stuff. I have like some mounts and stuff that I bought a while back that I'll use as like just giveaways during the first days, not during early access. I'm gonna save all that energy for early release for general release too. But it's gonna be cool. Congrats on the 5 cents, dude. Fuck, dude, make it rain nickels, yo. I almost forgot what 5 cents meant because I. Who has change these days? You still buy the Epic Edition for beta access? I mean, I'm gonna buy it just because it's a good value, man. You get some cosmetics, game time, all that stuff. To me, makes no difference to me. You know. Oh man, yesterday, lots of little drama again. It's like a pattern. It's such a predictable pattern. Lots of drama over that mount that's going to be given away as a Twitch drop. The one, you know, which used to go for like a lot of money on the gray market. And some people, you know, it's odd. Some people keep coming at it each time like they're surprised by it. Like it's the first time they've seen these Twitch giveaways. And these aren't coming from like new players either. Because new players, they wouldn't care about this at all. They'll be like, oh, cool, new mount, whatever. You know, there's some people that are mad. It's the Ghastly Rider, I think is what it's called. I probably got it wrong. But it's one of those TGC mounts. And they've been doing these sorts of giveaways. You know, they were doing like the Prime giveaways for a while, although that's not really free. You need to have subscribed to Prime for that. But this is just like, hey, show up for 4 hours, get cool shit. Hell yeah. So as someone who is going to get a bag out of it, I'm all for it. It's just a mount. It could be Transmog, it could be Invincible, you know, whatever. It could be a brand new thing. Sure. And I'm eager to see those too. Brand new stuff. I think what they're doing here first is they're just slowly getting rid of the gray market, being like, screw all this stuff, man. But it will be cool if they eventually come up with like something new, and then later they put it on like the trading post or something for people who missed out, and that'd be cool. That seems easy. Ghastly charger, you were lucky enough to pull it from a pack. Nice. Yeah, quick story. I actually got the special tiger. It was from a BlizzCon giveaway pack of the trading card stuff, and one of them said, "Hey, there's a loot card. You'll get a in-game digital thing." I'm like, "Ooh, neat. What am I gonna get?" Fucking, but I didn't know what it was until I put in the code. So I couldn't just sell it. I couldn't sell the code because I didn't know what it was. But when I popped in the code, boom, spectral track. I was like, "Oh shit, let's go!" And I could trade that. It was a tradable item, but it wasn't something that I could. I couldn't just sell the code because I already used it. So I'm like, "Shit, what do I do? I don't really want this mount." And so I sold it. And so I sold it for gold. I was like, "Hey, I'm willing to sell this thing for 150,000 gold." This is during Cataclysm, so that was like some pretty serious money back then. And someone like late at night, they're like, "Yeah, I'll buy it. Let me just get some time to put it together." And I'm talking with a guildmate. We're looking at each other. I'm like, "This dude's gonna fucking buy gold." And he's like, "Fuck yeah, they're gonna buy gold. What do you, don't be stupid." I'm like, "But I don't know any better." So, a few hours later, dude comes back, 150,000 gold. I'm like, "Yeah, enjoy your mount. Have fun." I think the tiger would cause an uproar. I was hearing someone say that they're not. That Ian said that they're not going to do the tiger. I say let them, whatever. There's so many different mounts. So, Tyrael's hilt will be the one thing I want most from a code you can't get now. Tyrael's hilt? I'm not familiar with that one. Hoping for the corrupted hippogriff. Yeah, that's another popular one too. Through Dragonflight, I bought 1 to 2 tokens per month. This last week, I've been leveling 10 also in hopes to not have to buy WoW tokens. It wasn't a no, it was a possibly not, but if we do, we have to handle it carefully. Such was said for player housing too. And we're still waiting. I hope they drop that shit in a mid patch. Like a 11.1.7. Surprise! We're changing the whole last game. We're turning it all upside down. By the way, the raid season's over and we're also lifting the crest cap. Yay! That's great! Woo! Oh, it's a pet from the Paris Invitational. Oh, okay. Aren't there some pets from China that have been China specific and we haven't seen them here? Like really like unique stuff. But yeah, I might not be remembering correctly. There are, okay. Through recruiter friend, okay. All right. Oh, today is National Relaxation Day? Really? I guess I feel relaxed. I don't feel that relaxed. Yesterday was National Creamsicle Day. You know, I liked them at one point, and then I really like fell off on those. Like, just give me the tartness of the popsicle, or even better, give me a fully cream. You know, give me a full ice cream bar. Those are even better. Oh, ice cream. Oh, I crave. These days I've been buying lactose-free ice cream, which is good, but I really miss my Haagen-Dazs, man. The other thing is that the lactose-free ice cream is cheaper than Haagen-Dazs, which is kind of sad. Will I be one of the streamers for the Twitch drops when it launches? Yes. In fact, all participating streamers are eligible for drops. So everybody, as long as they properly like set their game title to World of Warcraft, they're streaming World of Warcraft, they are eligible. So it's not like how it was in Dragonflight where they had like a select number of people. Because the WoW team tried, like they're like, okay, we're gonna do like the max, as many people as we can, as Twitch allows us to do, and but there was like some upper limit there. Now I guess it's like, oh, they could just do everybody, which I think is good, better, nice and easy. Oh, okay. So you need to at least be an affiliate. Okay, got it. That's almost everyone. Almost everyone. That's still a good spread, though. That's still a really good spread. I, it's just much better than it being exclusive, right? We'll have those conversations of haves and have-nots. You'll have those other conversations of, oh, you're gonna let like these top streamers who don't even who haven't played this game in years, who have no valid opinion on the game. You're letting them make money. So none of that. None of that's happening. It's just like hop on in, and that's cool. I'll have to remind folks when because I am gonna multi-stream this. I'm gonna have to put out like regular reminders. Hey, to be eligible for this, you got to be watching this on Twitch to be eligible for these promos. This is not a YouTube promo, but some people don't care. Some people aren't going to care, and they'd rather be watching this over on YouTube anyway, and that's cool. So I'm just gonna make that available. Regular WoW streamers should be at the top of the list when expansions launch. Well, that's a Twitch thing though, so we can't really. I don't think you know a gaming studio can really do much about that. They can elevate people themselves, right? Like what they could do, what the WoW team could do is like put random streamers on the launcher, like a hey featured streamer and blah blah blah. And I think they did that for Dragonflight. I think they did. No, no, that was BlizzCon. Whatever. It would be cool, right? YouTube not having drops is a stupid thing. I agree with that too. I think there should be. I think that should be like a thing. Did I get it? That's fucking cloth bullshit. And okay, that's lame. No shoulders, no happiness. Lasai. Okay, what's you next? Let's see. BFA. Nyarofa. Okay, Mythic is kind of low. Shadowlands is not ready yet. Oh, you know what? This fuck it. Let's go Legion stuff. Legion stuff. Let's do Emerald Nightmare stuff. Let's go. Diablo 4 they did it? I don't remember that. Yeah, that was news to me. Yeah, because I was streaming the Diablo 4 launch, I think. It's like a year ago, man. That's forever. Okay, so I'm going to Emerald stuff. Oh, when they put creators on the launcher. You know, it's kind of funny how WoW can be a bit inconsistent there. So, if you play on the EU region and the Oceanic region, they kind of do more regular features of community folk, but not so much here in US realms. And it's kind of weird. Yeah. Anyone happen to know why? Because I don't. All right. Whee. Okay, so I'm going to Emerald something or other. Emerald something or other. Oh man. Legion Dragon Riding Cup. Whoop. This one, right? Nope, wrong one. I always get that wrong. And we're doing Mythic. All right. Any other news things? Nope. I guess we're just kind of gearing up for the testing at 1:30. So it's 10:18 right now. So in about 3 hours. Anyone gonna do that? Anyone gonna spoil themselves? Spoil the experience? Because I will. Do I have the Savior shoulders from here? I'm not sure. I mean, that I don't care about as much because those are just leather shoulders. The cool shoulders are the ones that are plate. Some of y'all like, nah. Yeah, I'm on the fence whether I want to. I mean, maybe I'll record footage of doing it, but I don't know if I want to post it. Maybe I'll just put a big old thumbnail that says spoiler on it, and then just do it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And they're putting us on special servers. Ooh. But the testing it's not gonna be very long. It's gonna go on for about an hour and a half. So I think from 1:30 to 3. That's it. I'm too busy stacking the transmog auctions. I got 3,000, dude. That's a lot of throttling, man. I remember those days. Oh, those were, yeah. That was one of those things that really like killed me from doing glyph market stuff. It was just the reposting of those things was a big pain in the ass. And then of course the prices just tanked. So then I just totally lost interest. 3,000 though. Yeah, back in the heyday of doing glyphs, 3,000 was rookie numbers. I was easily hitting 10. Easily. This is back when it took longer to get mail out of the mailbox. Enjoy the grind, not the posting. Yeah, that's an unenviable job. Like, how? What was the rate at which you would actually sell stuff? Like one a day, two a day. I mean, 3,000's a lot, so I'm sure like someone's gonna be going for it. Someone on some server is like looking for it. Oh, can I? Oh, that's right. I could just do the skip. Yeah, let's do the skip. Woo! Yeah, because what do I need from here? I'm doing mythic. Oh, I just don't need the last boss. Well, shit. I forgot which one's which. So, Renferal is. I think that's the spider, which means Mulgore. So I'm doing that one. I can't pin on this map. Ah, it's a crime. Some server as if Transmog isn't realm specific. It is, but it isn't. I mean, someone who really wants something, they're just gonna go to Undermine Exchange and just run a search. That's what I mean by it. You know, someone who has the will, they're gonna look for it. And so it's always worth posting because someone on some server might be looking for it at the time, and if they're using that website to search for stuff, they're gonna find you. Yeah, the search people, because that's money too. I've done it for a couple of sets. You know, I'll just be like, okay, I'm fed up trying to look for like certain BOEs from Antoras. Certain BOEs from there. I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna go for it. And so just grab it, done. A little convoluted, but worth it. So a few other types of armor I thought you're supposed to learn, but I'm looting and it's not giving it to me, even though it says I don't know it. If they're BOE, you don't learn it right away. And you might have already learned it. You might want to double check. But yeah, if they're BOE, you don't learn them until you sell them, put them on, or destroy them. One of those. It was a boss drop. Double check out the boss drop is a BOE. Why do I have the crab filter on? Because this is the crab zone. Why not? It's no big deal for me. Crabs, spiders. Filipinos eat both. Whatever. Wait, do Filipinos normally eat spiders? No, maybe I'm maybe I'm wrong on that front. But yeah, why not? Okay, and I think I got more than one transmog from that. So let me refresh that guy real quick. No, I didn't. Oh, I got. That's right. I got other people. Other transmog. Grr. So did the log out login thing work? If so, great. I don't need that one. I need. That's not even the way out. Yeah, I need Ursop and Dragons. So this one, the one right next to it, and then off to Scenarios. Cool. All right. You know what kind of sucks is that the add-ons will notify me, the game will notify me if I unlock Transmog. But what if I just want to get notified of things that are for my armor type? I would like to, or give me like a different looking notification if I unlock something that is either for my character type or not. Because I'm getting this kind of excitement fatigue where it's like, okay, I'm constantly learning things. Like that's cool, but am I learning things that I care about on this character? No. So should I be excited? Depends, whatever. All right. I guess I'll do Xavius for the sake of trying to get those shoulders. That might be cool. Hook me up. Can I immediately go in? Yes. Good. Good. I'm gonna have to be a druid? Nah, man. I don't want that. Every time, though, I gotta say, this is like the coolest room. It's the coolest boss room they've made. It's just this horror show kind of shit. Like, where's he coming from? Where's the Momo? Oh no. Yeah, where is he? Where are they at? There they are. Doo-doom. Doo-doom. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyway. They think they're so scary. They are kind of scary. Oh, ambush. Rest of these dudes should be like, we better hang back. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'm not so sure if I'm even gonna level my druid in the first couple days or month or so. I might just do nothing but paladins for a while. At the very least, I gotta choose different races. Like I got my Zandalari dude. I have a Dark Iron Dwarf dude. Maybe I'll do an Earthen dude. That'd be kind of cool. All right, I just killed his ass. I didn't even think about that. Robe of Secrets. Okay, so I got other pauldrons. That's not what I want, though. Okay, that otherwise looks kind of cool. You still don't know what to play? Yeah, I feel you. To be honest, I need to kind of figure out who will be my co-tank. I haven't exactly thought that through. I'm sure Festies is going to be like, oh, you know, whatever you think is best, you know, and then you'll probably say the same thing, and then I'll get frustrated, being like, you guys need to just fucking decide. Or you guys need to be a bit more decisive on this. Tell me what you want, and then y'all tell me, oh, well, I'm not sure, man. I've done this for a while, so I've started to make assumptions about people when it comes to decisions like these. All right, let's go back to 4 minutes. Okay, limits. Actually, isn't there an easier way out? Yeah, I think there's like a portal or something, or I could talk to somebody. Yoo-hoo. Nope. Or I think there's like a portal. It's far, whatever. I'm out of here in 50 seconds. Blue sword looks nice. This one? Because this is purple. Kind of purple. Well, blue is going to take the spot. Hey, you want it. I'm going to do an Earthen Paladin for the Ram. It's a cool mount. They got good Transmog. They got a good set. I like it. Thanks, Remix. I was able to complete my set of Paladin of each race possible. Oh, you know, that would be a good idea. Like, I don't have Alliance Paladins, really. Actually, no, I have one. No, I have two. I have one Draenei, one Dark Iron Dwarf. Yeah, let me look at this real quick. Do we have enough healers? I think we have enough people who can opt for it. We tend to have that. But I guess next week, when we're like at the cusp of early access, then I'll be like, all right, here's how we're looking. And here's like some concerns or, you know, things I might be a little bit worried about. Yeah, so there's one JC, or there's one other paladin. So let's find other paladins. Paladin. So this is a remix paladin that'll show up. So this is Blood Elf, Dwarf, Dark Iron Dwarf, Blood Elf, Zandalari dude. There's another one. Where the fuck this guy could do? Oh, this is Draenei. No, it's human. Oh. Okay, I was off. So, what am I missing? Something Paladin. Oh, I can't just filter through this? Oh, that's kind of lame. Here, let me do... Okay, that's how that works. Okay. So I don't have a... Okay, I don't even have Kultirans as a race. Yeah, I need regular dwarves. I need Lightforged Draenei. Okay, that's quite a few. Okay, maybe that's too many. And I don't have a Tauren Paladin either. Kind of sucks that there's only, what, 4 races? Yeah. Tauren, Tauren, Zandalari, Blood Elf. Shit, that's it, huh? Yeah. Injustice. How dare they? I love the Soul Mini Pally, yeah. We have to rebuild our team after our last season. We had a few people leaving on the way out, convinced a few others to leave as well. So, oh, what? Wait, did they like? So did they just leave for another guild, or did they just like, oh, let's just leave? Yeah, let's leave. Where are we going? I don't know. I'm out of here, and then they just leave. That would be fucked up. Yeah, so I guess what I can do is, you know, I'll put this dude like further to the top. Where else? Where's he? Is there another one here somewhere? Where y'all at? Okay, oh, they're all up here. Okay. Oh, I'd definitely rather have off, on, on. There you go. Damn, he looks huge compared, standing next to my Dark Iron dude. They got mad because they didn't like having a raid leader that was stern about the raid rules. I mean, that happens. Like, I've had to learn that I can't be too strict when it comes to some things. Like, what sins did they commit? Demonic. Yeah, I think I'll have this guy change to, maybe I'll race change him into something else because I don't need another Blood Elf Paladin. Yeah, I'll change him into, I don't know. Maybe I'll change him to an Earthen. Nah, I'd rather have a new Earthen. Oh, but then I have to level him normally. That'd be a crime. I don't think I'd want to do that. Yeah. Oh well. Actually, this one here. Alright. Where to next? So we have it to where once we're in a progression, the 2-in-your is locked, and they wanted to bring a different one every week. Oh yeah, that's me too. Well, I tend to give my footnote on that is like I'm the same way as you, Demonic. I'm like, okay, you want to do this, like don't switch because I like the thing is I don't want people to get loot and then switch to another character because that means the loot that they got could have went woulda coulda shoulda went to someone else. So if they have a problem with that, then screw off. However, once we're either really close to clearing AOTC or whatever, I'll tell people as long as I don't notice, as long as we get that much closer to a kill or whatnot, then it's fine because those folks they tend to outgear stuff anyway. Or they tend to outgear the content anyway because they might do keys or something like that. So, in a sense, I won't notice because they're not going to be rolling for that gear anyway. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the big thing is like whenever I give those kinds of rules or I come down on something, like I really try to make clear like, okay, this is what I'm thinking here from this point of view and all that. And I'm trying to look out for the other folks who are also coming here, taking their time out to the time out of their day to play, not just play the game, but play the game with us. So I want to make it feel like, when people are here, they're not just here for nothing. You mentioned earlier that no one had signed up as an enchanter on the form you made. Is enchanting actually less popular? And if so, is it because there's less opportunity to make gold with it? I'd assume enchants are always needed, so it would make decent gold. Everyone's got their own answer. I don't have a huge team. So it's really like what they prefer. Maybe they just don't like enchanting for some of the reasons that you state, because it's harder to get resources. I would say people who are career plus folk, they do it on the regular. It's just part of their, part of their daily thing. I'd say those would be like the best enchanters because they'll have the most opportunities to get resources. And I'm lost. Over here. I'm going to Nighthold, right? I'm just kind of going at a whim. It's like it's right here. Why not? Why not? Hi, Shadowprey. The better deeps. Nah, it's the better healing. Using that to level up all the different races. It's kind of fun. Yeah, that would make life easier. Like, but I just wish I had the time to do it. Like I could be doing it now, but instead I'm going for transmog. But you know what? Fuck it. Let me unlock. Oh, I'm very indecisive right now. Who would I? No, I need to unlock races and stuff first. Yeah, so I'm good. Let's go transmog stuff. Once we get AOTC, it gets lax as long as the one you're bringing can do the same output. Yeah, we have a certain routine in the guild. Like once we AOTC, we take 1 week to just kind of like bump to just kind of dick around, and we do achievements. That's for sure. We do achievements, and then we reprogress. We kind of start over again because we only go as far as AOTC, and that's it. So I'll just be like, all right, bring your alts. We're going to normal. Let's go. And so we just start getting to work. And then as things go, because some people they don't have alts, they don't care to bring them or to make any. Mythic, right? Mythic, yeah. Yeah, some people don't care to do it. So I try to entertain folks as much as I can. Eventually, though, we get to that point where we're just doing more mythic. Oh, not mythic. We're just doing heroic a lot. And we stop doing normal altogether. The big thing that we wait for is do we unlock the skip? Unlocking the skip is kind of a big deal. Yeah, that way we can like jump back and forth, or it's like, oh, hey guys, we're out for rock now. Go ahead and switch to your alts, and let's see if we can get you guys axes or whatever. That's cool. I'm down with that. Still hoping for a cinematic. Boo sauce. Trying to get Nighthold, DK, and Warrior sets. Ew. Yeah, it would be cool when that new patch comes out and we'll be able to, unlock more stuff. Only sucks that it's still going to be class specific to use them. That's the only thing that has me like, slightly butthurt. Like, all I want really is a complete offset that other classes can wear. So like give me one color of the DK set that a paladin can wear. Give me one warrior set that a paladin can fully wear, that sort of thing. Right now it's just kind of like half-assed where we only get like a couple pieces, and it's not that I want a full matching set. I just want all the pieces so I can like play around with them. That's all. Is that too much to ask? Yes. Oh, what's this way? I never noticed this open door. Is this like a thing? Okay, this must have been part of a quest or something that I don't know about. Hey, Khadgar. Foreshadow. I should stop looting. Why? Yeah, I don't really need to loot. Val, what's up, dude? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Because I'm not. Damn, I'm not. I'm very close to canceling next week's streams until launch because I'm not behind, but I'm really gonna have to burn myself out. And like the couple of hours from streaming, it helps a lot. But I also don't like that because it's also fun to like chat with folks. I'm like, God, it's a couple more days. Let's get excited. But there's like so many things that I want to write and get done ahead of time because otherwise, I'm gonna be producing videos during the launch week, and I'm not gonna be happy about that. YouTube has a pause for live. That's great. It is. It is, right? It's kind of nice. You can't do that with Twitch stuff until it's a VOD, and it's cool that I can archive stuff. Whoop-de-doo, but you can't pause live. Now, if only YouTube can put, that sort of money and technology into making their streaming stuff like a little bit better, that'd be sick. I mean, well, Twitch is more popular of a platform, but like a lot of it's because of the people who are on it. Most of it is probably because the people are on. But like feature wise, what are things that Twitch does that YouTube doesn't that just make it suck? I think discoverability is one of the big things that I know creators have complained about. But what about people who just watch stuff? Like, what sucks about YouTube? Because I don't pay enough attention to that stuff. My wife watches quite a few streamers on YouTube because that's where they happen to do stuff. They tend to, or she tends to watch people who do commentary on like movies and stuff. Shorten the stream a bit, or don't have it in, or good luck, or good luck. Figure it out. Yeah, because I'm right now. I'm barely on schedule. Barely on schedule. I wanted to get the cooking and fishing video out this morning. Didn't work out because I just didn't like what I was producing, what I had. But this whole thing with the beta test stuff, that's going to delay it by a little bit more. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Does Twitch or YouTube let you choose when ads come up during the stream? That would be cool, like old school TV. We'll be right back after this commercial break. I believe that YouTube does allow me to choose when ads appear. Twitch does the same thing. But I think with Twitch, I have a lot more control over when ads come up and how often they come up too. I've seen some of the options for YouTube. They're a little bit unwieldy, but they have some stuff. But I think at the moment, it's easier to skip ads on YouTube than it is for Twitch. Nothing YouTube's great, just more streamers on Twitch. Got it. Yeah, I'm just looking for takes. Like, I don't need logic here, but if you just feel like it's better, that's all I need to know. I mean, right now, the solution is both. Ah. If I felt like I could appeal to younger audiences, I'd probably do TikTok too, but I don't think I'll do that. I connect with my. Hey, what's up, my dudes? How's it hanging? Blech. I'd unsubscribe to myself. That'd be terrible. Yeah, I can't compete with the ones that already appeal to the kids. No way. All right, let's see. Oh, I thought I could mount up here. Oh, guess not. Oh, this gold isn't bad. Let's see. That's okay. 1,300. That's actually not great either. Never mind. I like YouTube because I can watch a really wide variety of things in one place. Current faves, gaming history, people helping trouble, difficult animals, cookery programs, politics, podcasts. Can't do that on Twitch as far as I know. They're there. You just need to, just like YouTube, you need to find them. And from what I recall, it's been a while since I've looked myself. Like when it comes to sorting out categories, it's easier to find people on Twitch as opposed to YouTube. This might be old information though. Like if you go to World of Warcraft, you can sort by, oh, here's like some suggested folks, here's some up and comers, here's like the top people, whatever, and it's kind of easy to see. With YouTube, it's a lot harder to see that. Oh, I was stuck in combat. Oh, well, whoops. Suffer, soul, suffer. Who next? All right. Is there Nighthold music? I'm not hearing much of it. Okay. It's there. I've always loved YouTube to the chaos of the algorithm. I didn't even know you can search by category until recently. With YouTube, you just have to search for kind of people. So, if content you want, then you'll get a better list. So it is kind of just counting on the algorithm to like help you out. Yeah, big thing too is the audience. Like it helps me, or it benefits me because my content primarily comes from Twitch, or it primarily comes from YouTube videos, and this is just me connecting to viewers live. From there, just choose your platform. So ultimately, I think I'm in a okay spot with the approach. Still in combat. I was hoping it would kick me out of combat. Oh, I think it's because I was hanging around those other NPCs, and that's what locked me in combat. But yeah, well, so be it. How much gold can I earn from raid? Not nearly as much as it was when the patch first came out. I sold a bunch of stuff, and I went through some of Eternal Palace. I went through Emerald Nightmare. I'm here in Nighthold, and I got like a little over 1,000 gold. So it wasn't much. I haven't done a recent video on Beastmaster Hunters since the nerfs. I don't really talk classes. Class balance and things like that, that's not my jam. A lot of it's because most of the audience who wants news on class balance and things like that, they play at a beyond AOTC level. And I totally chose the wrong place to go. Whoops. Smooth. I think it's here. Courtyard. Is this where I was? I don't know where the hell this is. Let's go Palace entrance. That'll do it. Well, this isn't that either, but at least I can mount. Yeah. Class balance is a myth anyway. Yeah, good point. Like, there's only so much you get out of it. Hey guys, check out these recent nerfs to Beastmaster and blah 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 blah, and then like next week it'll be something else. So, for folks who live in that space, oh, endless content, endless, because things change every week. Guys, check out the new rankings for like the new DPS rankings this week that Wowhead put out. Look at how you're broken your class is. Grift. No, okay, it's not really a grift, but it definitely keeps people engaged. But those are people who really pay attention to the balancing of stuff. Meanwhile, I'm here being like, yeah, if you only do KSM and heroic level stuff, you can play whatever the hell class you want. You are fine. You are just fine. There are some imbalances out there where it's like, okay, this class is clearly just easier to play, and you do extremely well. Whereas this other class, you gotta work your ass off to achieve like the same DPS. And I think from there, that's just like a choice. If you want to play that kind of class, then you choose that sort of difficulty level for yourself. But it's not something that I think needs like this really heavy-handed balance check. It's like, oh, all classes need to be equally as hard or whatever to achieve the same sort of performance. Then you run the risk of this mass homogenization of gameplay. I don't think people want that either. BM Video says to play survival. That's kind of funny. Now, to me, Beastmaster is like the only spec. Like everything else just feels incorrect. It's just wrong, you know? BM's fun. The nerfs are overblown a bit. Like the other week, I think it was last week, I was playing as BM I was trying to play like kind of serious BM. Like I actually sat down and I enchanted my gear. I put on gems. And I looked at it. I even practiced. And I did okay for my item level. Just okay. But it seemed fine. like I understood like the flow and like the to do for Beastmaster, and I think I made good talent choices. Like I don't look at guides for any of that stuff either. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can wing this together. And then some other guildmates, they're making some suggestions too, without big spoilers. But I'm like, okay, I think I got this, and it felt okay. But of course, I haven't tested it with like hero talents and some of the other new stuff, so we'll see. For the most part, though, my hunter's just gonna gather, so I think he's in a good spot. Do you think the new thing is a Netflix WoW animated series? There is a point that Netflix will be at Gamescom, as is Blizzard next week? I'm going to first go with the easy answer, Fel. I just think it's like another animated short. It's just that's the style that they're going with for it, and I think that's cool. You know how what was it? I'm totally going the wrong way. What's that one series? Star Wars Visions. How they had like different animation studios do these different things. This feels like what it could be what Blizzard's doing here with their animated shorts. They're just doing all sorts of different art styles. Night Spire. Yeah. Like the big thing, like Thalia's pointed it out, at the very end, it said War Within and not World of Warcraft. If it said World of Warcraft, that would have told me, oh, this is like a standalone thing. But since it's a War Within thing, nah, I don't think so. It's fun to dream, though, man. Oh, it's definitely going to get people talking. It is. It has gotten people talking. So regardless of what it ends up being, people like are definitely seeing more and more. Ooh, they got to make something like this happen. But they need to. But I somehow doubt that Blizzard is going to just totally pay out of pocket to do all the production and everything for it. I have a feeling that they're going to rely on like other stakeholders and outside places to like get financing, resources, the work being done, that sort of thing. Is the transfer button working? Let's see. Earlier this morning it was not. Today it is also still not. Yeah. Oh, it did release? Fuck yeah, let's go. Sorry, Ellison. Your ass. Gonna wait. Whoa, hold on. Not even like warm-up sounds or nothing. All right. Let's make it not as big. I don't want the chat thing to mess it up. All right, here we go. 5 minutes. Ooh.
When we are young, we are taught to revere the light. But when I turn to it, I see only fire. The fire of pain, of loss, the choices I made. Quel'Thalas, home. Until the Horde threatened everything. My family was sworn to protect it. And protect it we did. When Sylvanas and I fought together, we fought as one.
This is going so fast.
But the conflict here was growing, pulling my sister and I apart.
How can you leave? You would choose the Alliance over Quel'Tha loss. Our home.
It's not just our kingdom at risk. If the Horde isn't beaten back, others will fall. I have to go.
But you're abandoning your family.
I am doing this for our family. I lost a sister that day. Had I known that my actions would curse Sylvanas to her fate, would I have chosen differently? I left my home to fight this war to the end. I had no idea how far away that fight would take me.
Baby!
Yet despite the war, I found my life's true love, Turalyon. And together we fought side by side. Until we became three. But beyond the boundaries of our world, our enemies grew powerful.
You can make your stand here. Why risk marching into the unknown?
Our only choice is to take the fight to them before it's too late. Should we not succeed?
I will keep him safe. Just come back.
We'll return before you know it, Eritor.
Had I known that I would not see my son again until he was a man himself, would I have still left? I had given everything.
So we're finally seeing the wardrobe change.
To give was myself. There was no other way. In order to defeat the darkness, I had to embrace it.
Oh, we skipped a lot of
Embrace
details
it,
there.
I did.
Ho, ho.
But at what cost? Turalyon, who had known me, loved me, fought beside me, now saw me differently.
What have you done?
The shadow, it saved us.
No.
Ah.
I would rather have died than see you fall to evil.
Turalyon didn't understand, but I could not fault him. If I had known that embracing the shadow would push him away, would I have sought another path? No. All of the things I did for
Okay,
a
where'd she
reason.
get this?
War is sacrifice. And I have sacrificed everything to protect those I love. To keep them safe. And if it takes sacrificing myself to protect our world, I will not hesitate. I am a soldier of Azeroth.
I don't do this often. Actually, I almost never do this. We're watching this again. That was dope!
When we are young, we are taught to revere the light. But when I turn to it, I see only fire. The fire of pain, of loss, the choices I made. Quel'Thalas, home. Until the Horde threatened everything.
God, this part goes so fast. I mean, there's only
My
5 minutes,
family
but
was
oh,
sworn
this is
to
so
protect it.
dense.
And protect it we did. When Sylvanas and I fought together, We fought as one.
Like, since when did Sylvanas use a two-hander?
But the conflict here was growing, pulling my sister and I apart.
How can you leave? You would choose the Alliance over Quel'Tha loss. Our home.
It's not just our kingdom at risk. If the Horde isn't beaten back, others will fall. I have to go.
But you're abandoning your family.
I am doing this for our family. I lost a sister that day. Had I known that my actions would curse Sylvanas to her fate, but I have chosen differently.
Get off the screen.
I
Don't
left
talk about my
home
girlfriend
to
like
fight
that.
this war to the end. I had no idea how far away that fight would take me. Yet despite the war, I found my life's true love, Turalyon. And together we fought side by side, until we became three. But beyond the boundaries of our world, our enemies grew powerful.
You can make your stand here. Why risk marching into the unknown?
Our only choice is to take the fight to them before it's too late. Should we not succeed,
I will keep him safe. Just come back.
We'll return before you know it, Eritor.
had I known that I would not see my son again until he was a man himself, would I have still left?
At least Risa got some screen time.
I had given everything for this fight. The only thing left to
This
give
is dope. This is a dope sequence.
was myself. There was no other way. In order to defeat the darkness, I had to embrace it. So embrace it, I did.
He's like, oh my god, she's so hot.
But at what cost? Turalyon, who had known me, loved me, fought beside me, now saw me differently.
What have you done?
The shadow, it saved us.
No. I would rather have died than see you fall to evil.
Turalyon didn't understand, but I could not fault him. If I had known that embracing the shadow
It's
would
like, yo, I
push
don't
him
have a
away,
light portal, dude.
would I have sought another path? No. All
So,
of the things I did,
we don't know where
I
she got
did
this stuff.
for a reason.
Alright. So, I'm gonna mute this now. I'm just kind of like, yeah, where did she get this stuff? So she's here in like some voided area, but then she just had this stuff that she intended to, like, she was slowly gathering up this equipment. Now she's doing her big wardrobe change. And then now she's, I guess these are just like void bros. Yeah, void bro, yeah. And then she's like, nah, I don't think so. Y'all are void dead. But then here, this is that's like one of those Legion ship spire things. I guess she's just somewhere in space, right? She's somewhere in space, doing her thing. It's like while you guys are having adventures, I'm out in space doing stuff. And then now she's like coming out, but she happens to be coming out, and yeah, it's like this voidy area. So she's somewhere in space. doing shit. Yeah. Space clothes. Got it. This is a fun one. This was like, dude, they've got them. It'd be so cool if they made like a, if they did like a Chronicles the show sort of thing. That would be sweet. I don't think I would want to see like the slow moving parts of the story. I mean, those are important for the context and exposition, but I wouldn't mind a bunch of these, a bunch of shorts, shorter videos that go over like all these big events. Like they just kind of brush through the first and second war. But I'd like to see like if they can give a half hour to that, you know, quickly meet characters and do all that stuff. Like they would need like a lot of work to compress all that into something that is digestible for someone who might be new to the Warcraft universe. Oh, but that'd be so freaking sick. That'd be hella cool, dude. Let's see, what did someone say? Is it bad that she's hot? No, she's like the best. Just recently found the channel great content. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brimstone. I appreciate the kindness. Yeah, I'm here live on YouTube. I'm also live on Twitch and all that too. So whichever you like. Her new outfit looks like a mix of her old outfit and the Silver Covenant outfit from Wrath. That would be kind of cool. I just wonder like what's the origins of the outfit. I'm kind of curious about it. How long did Zira imprison her? That's a good question. I don't know if that was answered in the Thousand Years of War story, because that's where you get all the that's where you have the most explanations as to like what had happened. Elia's new armor was a secret gift from Zalatath. It's like actually it really was just like sitting there the whole time. Haha, surprise. That'd be kind of funny. So now we know, Fel, in case you're still here. Now we know. And as much as we were hoping for like a really like a Netflix show announcement or something like that, you know, this was really cool too. This was good. I like this one. One from the previous animated short, also cool. I'm wondering how the next one's gonna be. Is it gonna be another totally different art style? Maybe it'll be like, I don't know. Maybe it'll be live action. No, probably that would be, no, don't do that. But what's next? Elia's been based since Warcraft 2. Yeah, dude. I remember the very first mission that you're on in Beyond the Dark Portal, or whatever it's called. Yeah, you're playing as her. She was strong, dude. Oh, man. She tore dudes up. Laying on the quiver for infinite void arrows is interesting. Yeah, like, what's the story behind that? Like, how did she come up with that idea? Did Locust Walker teach her that ability? Little things like that would be fun things to learn. If nothing else. It's like, oh, so that's what it is. Oh, that's cool. And I'm down for just it being cool. All right, come on, thrill it in. Okay, what did you buy, Epic or 20th Anniversary Edition? Yes. So, next to my desk are two giant boxes. One of them is opened, and you can... Okay, you can't see it behind me. But I have the Collector's Edition back there. But I have another unopened box with another Collector's Edition in there. Yeah. Like, like when they first released it, like I bought it because I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. I don't know if the WoW team is going to gift it to content creators, so I just buy it just in case. But then, like about a month ago, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you a thing." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's awesome, sweet, thanks." So I'm gonna take it. So I might sell this other one because I don't have room for I don't have room for two. What am I gonna do with two? You know what I mean? So. Okay, did I get anything cool? Any mount? No, no mount. Draft of Souls, File of Fellblood. Oh man. So I've seen a number of comments lately. People who don't like it when I say affix. I only say it one way, affix. I'm going to affix this on here. You know, here's the latest affix. And people say, no, the proper pronunciation is affix. And I'm like, thank you for the correction, but I'm probably not going to change it. It's not that offensive. Unlike Drought of Souls, which is how I've read it for the longest time, until someone pointed out, no, it's Draft of Souls. And I'm like, I don't see an F here at all. Okay. Yeah. I still see Drought. I have to try really hard to say draft, or to you know, kind of like rewire myself and see it as draft. But it's draft. So I'm like, oh, that's a tough. This is a tougher one for me, but I get it. Locust Walker taught her that now she's the weapon, so yeah, she can manifest him from the void. Well, was that written? I must have missed that, Skulltron. If so, then great. Explained. Cool. You think she'll be an antagonist by the last expansion? Could be. I'm hoping antagonist / anti-hero sort of person. Smells like a giveaway. Now, I do have in this envelope here. There is a code in here that oh, it's not scratched either. Yeah, so it's not scratched. It's there, and I will give this away sometime during launch. Not during early access. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till launch stuff, but I'm gonna do a number of giveaways of things. Ew. So like so some mounts that I bought while they were on sale. I think I could have some pets too, maybe. All for North American players, sadly. But yeah, I'm also going to include a epic upgrade thing. Ah! So stay tuned for that whenever I get to it. To be honest, I hope they make Illyria the anti-Illidan, where she makes difficult choices without going too far. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be a good approach. And then Illyria and Illidan, they like start working together. And then they start getting closer together. And then Tyrellian's like, oh, hell no. And then Tyrellian's like, get off my girl, Illidan. And then Illidan's like, what? What you gonna do? Swing your sword at me? Remember what happened last time? I caught it like it was nothing. And then Tran's gonna be like, girl, I'm really mad. And then Eritor's gonna be like, dude, dad, just leave them alone. Let them do their own thing. They're like super old. Like, yeah, whatever. And Tryon's like, oh man, and yeah, and then next expansion, boom, it's a big old love triangle thing. Yep. You say it fine. Okay, so people are saying that I say it fine. Now, as someone who is, you know, born from an immigrant family, and who lives in a part of the country where you regularly hear all sorts of different dialects and accents and stuff, as long as you get as long as it's enunciated good enough, I'm fine with it. I'm not going to play cops over the pronunciation of a thing, because I know that I pronounce it a certain way. Someone else from another country is going to pronounce it a certain way. Someone in England is going to try and correct me, but I'm like, get over it. So, but draft. This I will happily correct myself on. Yrel will come and dies for Trevalian. Nah, dude, no, Yrel's gonna come around and she'll be like, oh my god, Terralian senpai, and she's gonna have that kind of young, impressionable kind of attachment, and then Terralian's gonna be like, whoa, you're like really young, and even though I'm human, I'm like super old. And she's like, no, but I look up to you. I've always looked up to you. And then Illyria's gonna be like, this motherfucker. Illidan, let's go. And Trellan's like, no, I'm not into her. And Yrel's like, yeah, you are. And Trellan's like, dude, no, you're not. And she's gonna have that total like, just crazy. She's just gonna be crazy. And then Trellan's gonna give in because it's like, well, it's somebody, you know. So that watch. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm sure some folks are like, no way, dude, not my girl Yrel. She is not gonna be reduced to like that kind of character. So relax. Someone must have made a fanfic on that though. Someone with the pseudonym So Breezy. Oh. No judgment for me. For the longest time, I pronounced Paladin. Dude, same thing. I remember playing. Oh god, I don't know what game it was, but I was like, "Ooh, Paladin, nice." It was probably Diablo. Yeah, probably Diablo 2. Ooh, Paladin. I think it was like the first time I saw like a name like that. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Oh no. We got to go further back. We're going all the way back to Final Fantasy 4 or Final Fantasy 2. Where anyone play that one, by the way? Just want to make sure I'm not alone on this. Final Fantasy 4/2. Any fans? It's the best one. Just want to point that out. Main character's name is Cecil, who I pronounced Cecile for decades. Okay, so Cecile what started off as a Dark Knight, but like did some stuff, and then turned into a Paladin. Oh man, it's good to be young. Oh boy. Long time enjoyer of the content, first time coming in as a Twitch follower. Thank you, Sir Benjamin. Appreciate it. I used to call memes memes lol. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. Well, is it memes or memes? Whatever, because they both sound stupid. You're emphasis. God, you gotta get your emphasis right. I'm sorry, what? Emphasis? Yeah, your emphasis. Yeah, emphasis. Come on. And it restarts at level 1. Yeah, but then you level fast as hell, and you start off with like an extra 1,000 HP. That's broken, dude. Never played any Final Fantasy except for the MMO, but I hated it, so I quit within the first month. That's okay. Not everyone's perfect. No, I think after one fight, Captain, like he leveled up hella fast. Like first fight I get into, like I'm still using the other characters, and they're still using like fire spells or whatever, but then they just smoked, and the extra HP made them survive. So. Rapid level comes to your fight. Yeah. So he got like his levels like really, really fast. But I remember like I would power level that area too. So that way the twins could get the little meteor showers. That way when they go across and go back to Baron, then they just smoke that one boss. 20 years later, I still have like a pretty good. That was one of those games, right? One of those games that you just play the shit out of. And I played it differently just because that's how replay value worked back then. You just made things up. These days, it's different. These days, we want tangible replay value in order for it to feel worth it. All that leveling then goes back to level 1, and that was a waste of 5 hours. Well, Going back to it, it didn't feel like a waste, at least not on the US version. Like later versions or the original version, like you had that whole dark you had some like special Dark Knight abilities that felt like it mattered, but in the US version, the original US version, you just had all you really had was this basic attack, and that was it. Gaming was a bitch back then. We were more tolerant back then. We were just younger, you know. 1994 is when I think Final Fantasy II came out. Fuck, that's 30 years ago. I wasn't even born back. That's crazy. That's nuts. All right. So we're done. Look at him. Alaria's future boyfriend. Is it going to happen? You know it. You know it. Anyway. 11:31. I can go somewhere else still. Let's go to Tomb of Sargeras. Let's hope I don't fuck this up. Here, right? Yeah, here. Whee! I was in 4th grade in 94. I'm going the wrong direction. Damn, I jumped off the wrong side. You idiot. Actually, no, I'm close to a teleport. So I can use the teleport to, like, kind of sort of get out. Yeah. Brilliant. I think having infinite time was a big part of the difference as well. It's easy to be tolerant of slow game progression when you have no responsibility and nothing else to worry about doing. Wasn't it nice back then? And then when MMOs really became a thing, then it became like kind of an easy choice, but but also not easy because our choices had consequences, as in, okay, we're not working, we're not doing our jobs, or we're letting our living spaces become filthy. But then as we get older, then it's like, okay, now we have families, we have obligations, greater consequences for spending too much time gaming. And so we want things to be a little bit faster for us, a little bit more convenient for us, a little bit less punishing for us. We have changed. And gaming, for better or worse, has changed with it. First time viewer, I follow you on YouTube. Will your channel have the mount giveaway when War Within launches? Yep. Yeah, we will. By the way, Shadowstorm, thank you for the sub. Much, much appreciated, dude. Joined the army in 93. Ooh, that's something. That makes sense. Grumpy old vet. I get it. All right, 25 minutes. I could do this in 25 minutes. Sure. No kids, no family here. Yeah, that's me and D. We just do our own thing. I mean, okay, right now I'm taking care of my in-laws, and my life situation is probably going to change in the next year or so. So this might be different. All this might be different. I might be somewhere else entirely now, because stuff. Nothing bad. It's just times change. But I might be taking care of my parents instead. Yay, it's going to be exciting. Ooh, I can't fucking wait. So, we'll see. Okay, I need to go to, I think this spot should do. If I just want to get out of the underground. And now this way. See, what would have been cool if I could just be up there and then just yeet all the way over to the other side. That'd be sweet. But no. And we gotta face it, the WoW crowd is just older now. The majority audience of players, older. Like, for example, who's been here? Who's been playing since the very start? Show of hands. Anybody? there's more than a few of us, even in this chat, who have been playing since the very start. Here, right? Yeah, here. So, like, there y'all. You know, there's still a lot of us. Sometimes it's hard whenever I'm reading through comments or forum posts or whatnot, who would say, "Grr, I'm really upset about the game. I've been playing this game since since the very start and blah blah." Sometimes it's easy to kind of dismiss that and be like, "Yeah, whatever. You're probably just saying that to overemphasize." But there's a lot of folks. There are a lot of folks for sure that have been playing this for 20 ass years. Oh, wrong thing. That's Spotify. I'm not playing Spotify. I'm playing WoW music. Yeah, and some people have come and gone. Some people have taken their breaks. But we're still here. Game is way better than it was at launch. I agree. Like, for the most part. Like, the game was what it was back then. And it makes the memories and the experience unforgettable. You know, credit where it's due. Loved it then, still love it now. Got the 10-year statue. Yeah, so, you know, I don't have it here, but I got it somewhere. Okay, how much of this place do I actually need? Let me see. Because this is a lot of walking I'll have to do. Onboarding Tundra, I think we had the very last Scarab Lord in the world. Now that's a different story. Like, okay, how many people who raided Nax? You know, how many of them are still around? I'm sure like that's kind of high too. Or like how many Scarab Lords, that sort of thing. That I'm sure is tougher. Okay, so Mythic, I just need... Okay. So I'll just focus mostly on... Well, okay, I should be able to do this. I should be able to get all the bosses here. We'll be fine. You love Nax? Yeah, I was very much I was very, very casual back then. As well, okay, I wouldn't even qualify myself as casual. I just was aimless. I just made characters to like try stuff out. Let me experience more of the world as a shaman. Let me experience this as a hunter. Ooh, there's a cool pet. I want this, you know. I just let myself get lost in vanilla. So it was fun but not fun at the same time because it was just me discovering stuff. Fifth Ragnaros kill in Europe. Damn. That's something. Crazy how long it took back then. Mostly because we didn't know any better. Fancy that. Oh, I got plenty of space. Yeah, we just didn't know any better. Now we became a lot more sophisticated. Now we have like all these tools and stuff to assist us. Now we have guides that break down all the math. You know, and that's cool. We just have consequences for it. Now the people are different, more educated, greater expectations, and less time. There are a lot more games to play that are definitely worth playing. We have pesky things like rent and mortgages and children and stuff to worry about. Some of you might have grandkids. Kind of crazy. You know, generations of WoW players. That's something. I wonder if they do that for other games. It's like, yeah, my dad was like the best Counter-Strike player in the world and blah blah blah, and I'm following in his footsteps. Or it's like, nah, fuck Counter-Strike. That's for old people. I'm playing Fortnite. Yeah. Remember Alakazam? Yeah, I remember Alakazam. I thought it sucked compared to Thoughtbot. Sorry, Alakazam fans. But it just didn't roll off the tongue. That's really what it is. It just sold itself better. Thoughtbot. Cool. Alakazam, bit too much. Remember guilds being super valued because they were sources of knowledge for the game. You don't have many other places to find info about the game outside of other people, and guilds gave you that. Yeah. Obscure forums where people were holding information close to the chest. Now people are racing to reveal information because it gets clicks. It gets the news. It gets that precious ad revenue. It's always about the money, you know. Just got hit with a not enough memory error in WoW. Ooh. My kids refuse to play WoW. They don't like being stuck in one major game. They like to swap it up every so often. I think that's healthy too. I definitely encourage folks, like, you know, if you feel challenged by what the game or any game is offering at the moment, you know, I do encourage folks to first, like, hey, see what else is out the box, or see what other gameplay offerings there are. For me, it was a big game changer when I was getting kind of bored with WoW, and the guild was just kind of barely keeping me in the game. But all of a sudden, I started getting into auctions. I'm like, oh, let me play with the economy and see what this is like. It's like, and I took it as like PvP, but without direct violence, and I found a lot of fun there. So I became kind of like, you know, I got into gold making, not super serious gold making, but it's just part of my WoW routine now, and that helped tremendously. Otherwise, though, yeah, dude, take a break. The game hasn't gone anywhere in 20 years, so might as well hang out, do something else. There's other great, fantastic games out there. If you had a shit guild, they just spread out bad info, or you just, you know, don't do well. But that's but you know, the jankiness of that is also kind of cool, because you just have like these guilds that, you know, for X reason aren't good enough. They don't perform well, but that's part of the texture of what makes this, you know, these kinds of games cool. You know, because people didn't just, you know, it's not like now it's like, oh, well, here's the guide, follow the guide. Here's the weak order that you download, just go to the site and get it. You know, it felt a bit more organic. And that's why, you know, that's part of the reason. There are a lot of reasons. It's part of the reason why guilds just aren't like as big of a thing anymore. Because people feel like, oh, it's just easier to team up with pugs, and I don't have to worry about making attachments, or I don't have to worry about liking these people or whatnot, because I'm not going to see these people again ever anyway. No big deal. They don't mean anything to me. That's not me, though. No. For better or worse. I still enjoy making attachments with the people who I fight alongside. You know, when gear drops, I know that people, like, you know, sometimes guildmates still start drama among themselves about, like, oh, people getting gear, we need to be fair and blah 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 blah. But for me, it's like, as long as the gear like works for someone and they're still showing up, then I'm like, okay, great, the guild got more gear. You know, that's how I look at it. So I resubbed last week and leveling all classes to 70. I got about 20,000 gold to my name. Should I farm some transmogs for the last week before or within to get some pocket money? Well, if you want to just get gold, No, I wouldn't really go that route. Like trying to find transmogs to sell, that's always like kind of a crapshoot. You want to go for like more guaranteed sources of gold. I would almost say, if you're talking about if you're saying farming transmog as in like doing these like legacy raids and stuff, like it's gold, you know. You're doing more at once. You're getting some transmog while you're farming. That's cool. You don't need to level up gathering or crafting to max level these days for a new expansion, right? I remember I needed to get max gathering for current expansion and prep for the next one. That's correct. Dardars, you do not need to max out your current professions to learn like the new stuff. It's all segmented into its own era of the expansion. So, you know, if you learn professions now, you can learn, you know, general engineering as well as dragonflight engineering or dragon isles engineering, I think is what they call it. But then you'll need to go somewhere else to learn Northrend engineering and somewhere else to learn cataclysm engineering, that sort of thing. And then you level those things separately. Kind of cool, kind of annoying, but to me mostly cool, because who wants to who would want to play through, you know, 9 expansions worth of professions just so they can start making stuff for the current profession? Like there's that line that's been crossed a few expansions back where that becomes just way too unwieldy. And I want to loot this guy. It begs to be looted. Can I reach it? No. How about now? Yes. Excellent. No transmog, but still good. Your guild died at Mythic Potential. Oh, that's a bummer. Thankfully, I've never run into an issue where, you know, a boss is so hard that it just breaks the guild. I think the closest we got to that, actually. Okay, there were 2 points. One was Lich King back during his expansion. And then there was one during Cataclysm. So the quick story on that, because we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. Quick story on that was for Lich King, one of our healers insisted, like, hey, dude, I've been healing this whole time, but I only want to play my hunter. So I'm gonna switch to my hunter. And sorry. So it's like, what was I gonna do? If they switch, I can't do anything about it. I can't threaten to kick them because I know how that will go real quick. So we had to eventually get ourselves another healer. So it kind of slowed down our Lich King kill by a little bit, but it didn't break us. But by the time we were done, we're like, oh man, we're tired. So we just kind of took a break for a little while. And then during Cataclysm, when we were trying to progress through Firelands, there were some newer guildmates that had shown up who had, like, you know, they had a good reputation on server. They were very good, but they were also very aggressive. They were telling me, like, hey, these other players, they suck. These are like longtime guildmates, like they suck, and we want to replace them with our guys. So replace them. Otherwise, we're gonna leave. And I was like, whoa. Okay, leave. And so I lost a couple of dudes there. And remember, this is Cataclysm, so there's no flex rating and whatnot. So, you know, losing people hurts because I got to replace them somehow. But then we did, and then everything was fine. So, and ever since then, like, you know, never had that sort of problem afterwards. Wasn't fishing also like that? Yes, I believe it was. Speaking of engineering, do they still have the goblin and gnomish specific recipes and items? Wondering if they merged everything together yet. Yeah, they're still there. I mean, they don't have very many of those at all. They're just, you know, still the legacy recipes from vanilla, but they haven't done anything new on that since. You'd figure that among the engineering specializations that you would have Goblin versus Gnomish. Right? You'd figure. But they didn't. Those monsters. Whee! See? Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Where's the thing? There it is. Do I plan on doing the beta test launch in a few hours? Yes. I'm not going to be streaming it, but I might record it, and then at a whim, I may do something with the recording or not. I'm not sure. I made a power move for Wrath. I was a mage and a tank at the time, and I couldn't handle progression. I had a DK that I've tanked on alt nights, one that I refused to mage and said, I'm tanking, take it or buy. Yeah. Running a guild requires some soft skills. Ultimately, they're gamers, and so and it's hard to predict what people are going to do because people look at social systems like WoW, and they won't. Sometimes they're not going to take the social system very seriously because it's a game the way they'll look at it, and so you got to kind of handle it, expecting people to not care about what other people think sometimes. Even if it's like tremendously rude, they just might not look at it like that because some people don't see others as people. Did I see the short? I sure did. We saw it twice. I subjected people to watching it twice because it was dope. It was a good short. I liked it. I'm not going to do any reaction to it or anything. I feel like I never really have anything super critical, as in observational, to make. Like, I'll point out, oh, look at this. This is based on blah, blah, blah. And I don't feel like I'm adding anything to a conversation to that. So I kind of stopped doing those sorts of analyses. If there's something poignant or something cool to point out, though, then, I would consider doing them again. All right. How much can I fuck them up? Oh, that's not enough. Dang it. Yeah, if I brought them lower, I think that would work out better. But now I have to do all the mechanics, and I might fuck up. Okay. So, 1 and 2. This way. Eee. I think there's a third one, isn't there? No, not yet. Soon there will be a third one. So there's one back and forth, okay? And then there should be a third one at some point. There it is. So this way a little bit. Oh, and then a back and forth thing. Ugh. And cool. And I think there's like one more round. If I can do this without using my horse, I'll feel like a badass. We'll see if I can pull it off. I know normally I wouldn't be able to because I know that I would definitely be like running around trying to help soak stuff. That wouldn't work out. So this one's back and forth. And then where's the third one? Thought there'd be a third one. Oh, did I finish? Did I get through it? Yeah, badass. World champion, baby. Most reactions don't add anything. A lot of it's gushing, right? Oh my god, it's so cool. And I was gushing too. This was a really cool cinematic, but that's it. That's all that was. Vice grip and... Oh, I got some stuff. Yay! I got actual Transmog I can use. Go me. Okay, so that wraps that up. Let's head home. And say I've always been progression minded. In my mind, if you can't hack it as a progression tank, step aside so you don't hold back 19 and 20 for others. I try to bring everyone along until I can't, but I'm more picky about my tanks and healers. I need to have like a good foundation, and then I'll let the DPS like, you know, I'm more relaxed about the DPS because there's just more of them. But I choose my tank for the most part. Did I get anything here? No. Okay. And we sellin'. Woo woo. Okay, so how much gold did I get for? Oh, this is gonna be way low, way low. This is sad gold, very sad gold. 800 gold. That's pretty shitty. Is there? Yeah, there was a new one, Dragon. Go to the YouTube page for Warcraft. There's new stuff. Now that I'm no longer rating Mythic, I stopped caring as much, but back in the Golden Gaze, get out of the way. What is the name of this add-on? Are you talking about the one that sold all the items, or the one that lets you see the items like this? This one is called Sorted. 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 Crux and Dragosa, the progression tank, didn't have frost resist gear and would just get 2-shot randomly. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's not a tank problem. That is a leadership problem. And if the tank was the leader, then that's a double problem. Yeah, that was just bad. Don't do that. Whoever let that tank in, they made mistakes. We decided on doing 2 raids, one where we carry even the worst of floor sniffers, one for high-end rating. That's kind of fucked up, though, right? I hope you don't say it like that. Unless they're like, they really hate themselves. I have a question about Sorted. I have 2 minutes, Rhapsody, so go ahead and shoot. Do I get lag when I first log in? I do, but I can't say for sure if it has anything to do with Sorted. Sorted does take up some extra memory. I don't know why. I wouldn't be able to tell you why, but you know, kind of a safe guess would be it's because it preloads everything here. It preloads all this information instead of doing a mouse over. So it's almost like I'm looking at every tooltip for everything all the time. If that makes any sense. Officially, we don't. We try to help them, but some folk get 70% downtime when we even make the heals focus on them. I only get the lag when I've sorted on okay. Yeah, for me, I run a lot of rando stuff, so I get lag all the time. I'm not the best person to ask for that. I used to know Blood Death Knight that insisted on using 2 one-handers and making heals heal more. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so this may or may not be the final stream that I do until next Thursday. I'd like to show up more, but it's really going to depend on how much work I can get done. So I'm going to be busting my ass to get like some more like little prep guides out, things to help people along. And then, of course, coverage of what's going on. And for now, that's it. It's lunchtime. And so off I go. I want to wish you folks well. Hope everyone had a decent enough time hanging out today. Let's see. Is there anything else to check out? There's not. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I wish you well again. And you should expect a video today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after too. I'll see you when I see you, though. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy.